Welcome to this month's small group. This month's small group's on Benediction. We just watched Chuck Knows Church and what Benediction is. So we'll go through it a little bit more. It is rather short, so we do have an activity or a discussion topic and an article for you to look over at the end of this. So it won't just be a small, short, small group. We'll have something else to add to it as well, since it is rather short. Alright, benediction. It means a good saying or word. Pastor gives us at the end of each service. Ours is a specific one we'll talk about later, but there's many different ones in the Bible that you can hear. A benediction is just saying something nice, giving a good, kind word, and kind of like an inspiration or pick-me-up. So it's kind of a neat thing there at the end to kind of give you that extra oomph and give you that extra positive energy as you're leaving the service. And again, we'll talk about not just necessarily the Sunday service, but any service, to kind of let you know that, hey, God's there with you. And as you go through tough times and life's troubles, God is there with you, and He'll always be there beside you. It's kind of saying, sending you out with that positive message, like we said, when you leave the church, to sustain you for that next coming week that you're going to have to deal with, where you won't have your church friends around you as often, maybe, as you would on that Sunday that you see them. So again, it's kind of a lift me up, pick me up, sustain me, hopefully for another week, or the next time we come back to church even, or till we can read that Bible again, or till you're amongst other Christians again for whatever event. Could be the conclusion of any type of event. This doesn't have to be a church service. Could be a ceremony, a graduation, a wedding, any type of service that you have. This could be the end of it, or the wrapping up and sending you off again with that positive message, that support, that lifting you up. You'll see a website on there. It's one of the resources as well. There's a list of common benedictions that are listed right from the Bible. We'll show you the one that we normally use at the end of church, actually kind of like a variation of it. But there's a bunch of them in the Bible that you can read and kind of even use them in different ceremonies that would be maybe more fitting towards a specific topic or theme that the service might be about. So if you go to that website, it lists all the ones that are in the Bible. It's pretty nice. Sample benediction. This is the one that we use, or a variation of. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. We have this variation of Philippians 4:7, and we hear that at the end of each thing after we get done the last song, kind of a wrap up, and then we have the benediction. And the pastor says, "Now you'll receive the benediction," and he gives that blessing to his congregants, to all the members in the church, and says, "Hey, go forth. God's going to be with you." His knowledge passes all understanding, transcends all understanding is the wording we use, and keep Him in your hearts and your minds throughout the week until we meet again. Here is just one that we used to hearing each week when we have our church service. And again, they vary, so you could have a different one in a different church, depending what your theme is or what your church happens to like. Could be a favorite verse that is a benediction that maybe the pastor likes, and that goes along with what is being said. It's a general blessing. When you say God bless you when somebody sneezes, it's a kind word, isn't it not? Where you say God bless you, may God bless you. Now, unfortunately, we just get so used to sneeze, God bless you, we might not actually think about it, but it is a benediction. We're trying to give them a lift up. We're blessing them, or asking them to be blessed. We're uniting, we're uplifting, we're supporting. That's kind of what the benediction is. And isn't that how we always like, even in movies today, we always like that happy ending, that pick me up at the end. That's basically what this is at the end of the service, to pick people up, to give them supportive help, to sustain them throughout the year, or throughout the week. So it's a nice ending to a service, leaving things on a positive note. Alright, like I said, it wasn't going to be long. Here's the resources and different things that we used for this small section. You heard Chuck News Church. We have next month is our 2-year mark. We've hit 2 years of doing a small group once a month, using Chuck News Church, kind of picking the theme through that. So we'll have our 2-year mark next month, and that'll be really nice to kind of wrap up and kind of see where we've been for the past 2 years with all the different knowledge and tidbits that we've learned through Chuck News Church. And we'll continue on. There's plenty more where this came from. Alright, so as you'll see on Facebook, we'll continue on with another discussion topic to fill out some time there, and it's actually kind of interesting, the different things that we'll talk about with United Methodist history and church history in general. Alright, thanks a lot and have a good night.